ice cold Coors Light with the frosty blue mountains is easily the most talked about and desired forbidden fruit for 15 to 20-year-olds. All of us are or were in this age range at one point and have probably been offered alcohol by a friend, a family member, or just some person you met at a party. Taking it or not taking it was probably one of the hardest decisions one person can make at this age. Drinking alcohol underage can bring potential consequences, and in my case, it did. I one night was the designated driver for friends who were over 21, and I got pulled over, and because they had alcohol in my car, I got a ticket. Imagine you're 19, 20 years old. You voted for the president of your country, you've signed up for the military, you're going into the Marines, you just got engaged, but, too bad you can't have a beer or a glass of wine to celebrate for, another year or two. Now, is that fair? Well, the drinking age in the US should be lowered to 18 because the rebellion of young adults is causing more trouble on the college campuses in health and legal matters than it's protecting. I'll first talk about the drinking on campus, the potential car accidents that happen when drinking, and the potential to move on to other drugs lastly. The legal drinking age should not be 18 because the teens could never handle going off to college and being able to drink legally. But on average, 84% of college students drink alcohol at least once a month and still succeed in their classes, and I found that on cognac.com. The fact that many students don't know when they'll be able to get their hands on alcohol is why the overconsumption of alcohol occurs on many college campuses. It sometimes can result in problems as serious as death, which is pretty scary, and a majority of the drinking goes on behind a closed wall. And one may ask how they do get their hands on alcohol. Programs such as athletics with mixed age groups allow underage drinking to happen because, say, you're on the football team at a college. There's going to be kids who are 23, 24, 25 playing with freshmen who are 18 years old. And after the game, they're all going to a party. The overage students are going to want to drink, and so there's going to be beer or other alcohol available. Also, this occurs in the Greek system, where there are students who are freshmen who are, again, 18, and other students who are seniors in college, and there is alcohol available in these Greek houses because there are students who are of age, and it's just open to all students to take. So it's going to be available easily to many students just by the programs that the college alone offers. If the legal drinking age were to be 18, the colleges would be able to regulate alcohol and the consumption of alcohol a lot easier, and these students would probably not get overly intoxicated so easily. They would be able to be monitored, and these college students wouldn't have to go hiding around and drinking behind closed doors as much. Actually, I found that colleges and universities say that allowing alcohol consumption legally at the age of 18 might help cut down alcohol-related deaths in colleges nationwide. Is legal drinking. The legal drinking age should not be 18 because the rate of alcohol-related car accidents would rise. The age group of 21 to 24 accounted for 34% of all alcohol-impaired drivers who died in accidents in 2008, and the age group of 16 to 20 accounted for 17% of all drivers who were involved in drunk driving crashes, which shows that the group that drinks more is in less accidents, probably because they are less likely to drive. So legalizing drinking at the age of 18 would probably level out these numbers, and it is actually proposed that the drinking age would level out these numbers and they would eventually drop because the drinking would become less thrilling to teens. My last argument is the legal drinking age should not be 18 because people would be more likely to move on to other drugs. Currently, those under the age of 21 tend to move faster from alcohol to other drugs than those 21 and over. So you're probably asking yourself, well, then why would we want to add alcohol in the mix along with these other drugs? Well, it has been found that teenagers abuse a lot of drugs, both legal and illegal, just for the fact that they can't get their hands on alcohol sometimes. So they'll move on to marijuana or ecstasy to get that same, well, not the same feeling, but to get that intoxication, I guess. And a lot of times teens will look other places knowing that they can't find alcohol and be able to find these other drugs easier. And it is found that teens that drink are 50 times more likely to use cocaine than teens that have never consumed alcohol. But this just shows that teens that drink want that feeling more, so they're more likely to look other places knowing that alcohol isn't as easy to get their hands on as maybe someone they know who sells cocaine. So overall, the legalize if we legalized drinking at the age of 18, it would actually cut back on drugs because teens would just be satisfied with their few beers that they want to have, or maybe more. So we have covered the issues of drinking in college, alcohol-related car accidents, and the potential to move on to more serious drugs. The issue coming from the drinking age being 18 are far worse than if the drinking age was lowered to 18. The death rates, car accidents, and the legal issues would be lowered. So overall, if teens just had their few little beers that they just desire so much, I think the college atmosphere would just be a lot better when it comes to the social aspects and the legal and health matters.